HELLOOOOOOOOOOO. Okay, so first of all, sorry about this AI voice. I hate IT. I don't feel comfortable sharing my voice yet. So this is all I got. But anyways, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. As a thank you, Sai, I will be sharing my Warriors OCS from years ago. This is just a part 1. By the way, this is inspired by vixelzz. Let's continue. First we have Spider Star, a brown-furred tom with long legs and a short tail. He doesn't have much lore from me, but I can say that he was a persistent and stubborn guy. I didn't really have any ideas for his redesign, so the only special thing about him is his tail. Next up, the deputy. Harrowstone was an energetic kid who liked to hang around the loners. But there was this special kitty pet who he visited often. He couldn't decide whether to leave their warrior life behind and stay with the kitty pet, or keep visiting them secretly. He was going to get caught eventually, and that time came. When he was a warrior, he still visited the kitty pet, just not as often before due to warrior duties. When he got caught by his clanmates, they told the leader, and Spider Star made sure Harrowstone stayed at camp. Okay, this literally doesn't make sense, younger me. Work harder. Anyways, Harrowstone was a cinnamon-spotted tabby home with short fur and copper eyes. The name also sucks, but I'll work on it. Next up, the medicine cat. Rainleaf is a male sphinx cat with blue splotches around their body. Rainleaf wanted to be a medicine cat since they were a kit, but they also had a fighting warrior spirit. Because of that, and Spider Star wanting a strong clan, they didn't accept Rainleaf to be in medicine cat training. Rainleaf was devastated. He hid from his mother and refused to play and sneak into the medicine cat den. His mother stormed up to Spider Star and told him to let Rainleaf become a medicine apprentice. Spider Star said he wanted a strong clan, loud enough for most of the clan to hear. Rainleaf's mother's tail lashed, and she mumbled loud enough for the leader to hear. How will we have a strong clan if no one can tend to their wounds? Spider Star growled and said, fine. You kid can become a medicine apprentice. How feisty you are. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Great mom though. Again, not many redesign ideas, but I like how I included a hairless cat. Now the warriors. I didn't have many warriors in this clan, but I remember this verbal being one of my favorites. Snowstorm was a grumpy white Maine Coon who had the dream of becoming deputy. But since Harrowstone and Spider Star were siblings, Spider Star chose Harrowstone as deputy, even though he wasn't very mature and trustworthy. Snowstorm was furious and wanted to prove himself to be a strong warrior. So he set off to fight something. Anything. Maybe a fox. He found a fox slightly bigger than him in a trap. He thought it would be an easy kill, but when he got close, the fox slashed his face, causing a gnarly scar on his face. He let out a loud yowl that called his clanmates. His clanmates later killed the fox together, but he was so embarrassed. He continued to be even more angry, and that caused him to act differently around others. I have never really drawn a Maine Coon, so I had a bit of a hard time with this guy, but it sort of came together. Lastly, Bluestream. When I tell you I love this girl, I did. I roleplayed her in Warrior Cat's Ultimate Edition. I played her in Warrior Roleplayed I did in real life. And I roleplayed her somehow in the Wing of Fire roleplay game on Roblox. Even though I loved her, I never really gave her lore. Here's what I mostly have of her. Bluestream was a blue and cream mackerel cat. She was an apprentice who liked to stay quiet and live with her own daydreams of living in another clan. A calico she cat lived in Meadowclan. I can talk about it in another video. She knew about the warrior code, but she didn't care. There was one day where she had a confidence to sneak out of camp to meet with the she-cat. But that one day she got caught immediately. She wasn't the sneakiest. She was punished to stay with the elderly, while her leader threatened to kill the she-cat, but he wasn't really going to. Blue Stream learned her lesson and stayed with her clan, but she always thought of the she-cat, wondering if she remembered her. That's all the cats so far. I do have some old art of them I can share. If you took the time to read, you'll see that I loved copper eyes. But I changed it because all the cats' eyes were like the same color. This one is from a book I made about these cats a while ago. I can read it aloud in another video if you guys would like. But anyways, time to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.